Hello and welcome to our quick 5-minute video where we're going to be going over side crow and just a few little warm-up exercises. Now, bearing in mind this is an advanced pose, so a longer practice is preferred, but if you only have 5 minutes, then this is a great start. So first thing we're going to do is come to a kneeling position. So come down to kneeling, bring your right hand onto the ground in the center of you. Then your left hand is going to reach up to the ceiling. Now look towards your left hand if you can. If this feels too much on your neck, you can look straight ahead or you can look down at your right hand. But just take a gentle twist here, trying to bring that left hand as far back as you can. Now you need a deep twist for your side crow. So if you do really struggle with this, then maybe you want to work on your twist first. I will link up above a short practice for a revolved lunge, which again is a great warm-up for this pose. Then bring the left hand down to the ground, right hand comes up, you're just going to look over to the other direction. So again, trying to push that right hand as back as you can, getting a really nice twist in the body. And make sure that you're breathing throughout this practice as well. Keep bringing your mind, your attention back to your breath. And bring that right hand back down. Tuck the toes. We're going to come into downward facing dog. Then we're not going to stay here long. We're going to bend the knees, look towards the top of the hands, take a big step, come into a forward fold at the top of your mat. Knees nice and bent here. And then slowly straighten the legs, roll up through the body, come to Tadasana, mountain pose at the top of your mat. Now feet together, we're going to take chair pose. So bring the hands down by the sides. As you inhale, bend the knees, sit the bum back, sweep the hands up and out in front. Look down, just see if you can see your big toes. If you can't, just move your weight back slightly. Feel nice and strong here. Now hands together, bring your hands to your heart center. Get a little bit lower with the chest, bring the chest closer to the knees. Then hook the right elbow to the right knee and then pull your chest around. Okay, so we got a twisted chair pose here. Now look down at your knees, just check that your right knee isn't coming forward, maybe pull it back slightly. And just notice again how you feel here. If this pose seems too much, then maybe leave side crow for a minute and just practice your twists. Come back to center. And again, twist it to the other side. So hook your left elbow to your right knee and twist it round. And breathe here. Nice slow inhales and exhales. And back to center. Exhale, fold forward. Now just come down onto your knees because we're going to come into our side crow now. Now this can be quite a hard pose to get into, but my favorite way of doing it is how I'm going to teach you now. So just come onto your toes, knees together. Turn towards your right, and you're going to hook your left elbow to your right knee. So hook that on there and then place your left hand onto the ground. Spread your fingers wide and grip the mat. You really want to be able to grip the mat here. Right hand is going to come down. And this is your setup for your side crow. Now what I'm going to be doing here is I'm not going to be placing my hips on this elbow, on my right elbow. There is a way that you can do that. That's not how I prefer. So we're going to place the hands down. You're going to lean forward. Now as you lean forward, you're going to look back at your wrists. Make sure that your elbow is over your wrist. Now remember in chair pose, we kept our knees together. You want to be doing the same here. So really grip those thighs, grip those bum cheeks, get everything hugging in nice and tight. Then lean forward, stack your elbow over your wrist, look forward. We're not looking towards our hands now, we're looking out further in front. Okay, so looking ahead, leaning over, then from here, you might find that your feet just naturally start to lift up. And you can come into your side crow. It's actually really hard for me to do right now as I talk. Okay, so just to show that again, thighs together, hook that elbow in, plant the hands down, make sure that your elbow's stacked over your wrist, really grip the mat, look forward, and then very slowly, you're gonna lift the legs. I'm gonna show you that from a different angle, just so you can see exactly what goes on with my feet here. So hooking it, gripping the mat, stacking, leaning forward, feet come up, and then you can hug your feet into your bum as well and hold it there. Now you might find that you can do this on one side, but not the other. So I'm going to show you now on the other side. This is my not so good side, but I'm going to show you anyway. So we're going to stack up like we did before. Come onto our toes, knees come together, thighs come together. Grip your left, is this your left? No, this is your right. Your right elbow to your left knee. Plant the hand. Plant the other hand. And then what we're gonna do, I actually tend to shuffle my feet forward here. I think I have less flexibility on this side, hence why I have to move my feet out slightly. But grip the mat, lean forward, and then maybe you tap your toes, and come forward that way. That is not my best side. Now please be aware that you probably will have one side that's not as good as the other. So I'm going to keep showing you on this side for now, just for the sake of this video. And one thing that I will say is if you do end up with sore wrists, stop, because that means you're not gripping the mat enough and you might not have enough strength in your wrist just yet. So keep practicing with the finger exercises. I'll link them above actually, a wrist video that I've got, because that's going to help with this pose. So grip the knee, plant the hands, lean forward, grip the mat, lift the feet up, and then hug the feet into the bum. And then just come down and rest. Come down, take whatever pose you want to rest. Because we have been like crunched up, it's nice to kind of open the body a little bit. So do whatever you need to do to open the body. But I'm trying to keep this video nice and short today, so I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I'd love to know how you got on. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you did it both sides, one side. Let me know how that felt. And don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and I will see you next time.